AEW Dynamite Results April 6, 22 Match Number 1. Adam Cole vs Christian Cage dueling. Let's go Christian/Adam Cole chants to start and the crowd is hot for this. Couple of early takedowns by Christian to start and Cole takes to the outside. Christian follows and lands a clothesline. Some chops for the fans and Christian props Cole up on the top rope. Cole wiggles out and traps Christian in the Tree of Woe. Low super kick to Christian's face and Cole is back on top. Cole dumps Christian to the outside and taunts on the steps as we headed to commercial. Rude awakening on the inside by Cole and we're in Chin Lock City, baby. Cole looks to lower the boom early but Christian dumps him to the outside. Christian goes up top and dives over the turnbuckle to Cole on the outside but just barely catches him. Trading shots in the center of the ring but Cole gets the better of it with an enziguri. Cole heads up top but eats a boot to the face and Christian lands a swinging DDT off the top rope. Cole begs for the timeout but baits Christian in, attempts another enziguri but Christian ducks. Kill switch attempt is countered but Christian lands a falling reverse DDT. Christian goes up top for a splash but he misses. Super kick to the knee by Cole, followed by one to the face, and Cole looks to lower the boom. Got him. 2 count only. As Excalibur reminds us, Cole did not lower the knee pad and that is why he didn't get the pin. Small, tiny little bit of storytelling that I greatly appreciate there. Cole catches Christian coming off the middle rope with a super kick to the teeth. 1, 2, no. Christian counters a Panama Sunrise with a top rope Hurricane Rana for a long 2 count. Christian is looking for the spear, Cole with another super kick to the knee. Christian counters a Panama Sunrise with a back body drop, but Cole delivers a pump kick for 2. Christian ducks under a Cole strike and hits the spear. That's got to be it but no. 2 count. Christian looking for the kill switch but Cole hooks the bottom rope with his foot and as the referee goes to untangle him, I poke. Cole lowers the boom and that's all she wrote. A paint by numbers Christian Cage match and I don't mean that in a bad way. Told a fun story, the crowd was hot, and got even hotter towards the finish. If I may ask. Can Cole lay off the super kicks? I don't think we need 6 per match. Winner, Adam Cole. Redragon is out to beat down Christian but Jurassic Express makes the save and gets rid of them. Cole wants to leave but here comes Hangman. Cole says he's not fighting Hangman until there's a belt on the line and Hangman is pissed. Hangman gets in the ring and slaps Cole in the face. Next week there's a live Rampage in Texas, and next week Hangman will defend the title against Adam Cole in a Texas death match. Next up we get a video package for last Friday's Ring of Honor Supercard of Honor, featuring the debut of Samoa Joe. Man, that's cool to see. And speaking of Samoa Joe. Match number 2. Owen Hart Foundation Tournament qualifying match, Samoa Joe vs Max Caster. Holy cow, is Samoa Joe over? This response is unreal. Max Caster delivered the most ruthless freestyle I've heard from him yet, calling Joe injury prone, referencing beating NXT in the ratings while Samoa Joe was champ, and calling him X Division. Max Caster is a treasure. They trade some strikes early, but Joe isn't here for a long time, he's here for a good time. Muscle Buster gets it done in seconds. Samoa Joe is the first man to qualify for the tournament. Winner, Samoa Joe. Jay Lethal and Sonya are here and they say they have more respect for Joe than Joe does for them. Lethal tried to call Joe for 4 months because he needed his mentor, but Joe only answers the phone for billionaires. Samoa Joe equals the Samoan gold digger, new shirt. Next week, Jay Lethal and Sonya will bring Joe a present he will never forget. Match number 3. Shawn Spears vs Shawn. Dean MJF has joined us at commentary, who refers to Schiavone as Double Chin Tony. Spears takes control early with a backbreaker and tosses Dean to the outside. Spears wipes his boot on the Wardlow posters. Coincidentally, crowd chants for Wardlow. Back on the inside, a neck breaker by Spears would have gotten the 3 count, but Spears picks him up. Spears has him up for the Death Valley driver but we see on the Tron, Wardlow is here. The OL Wardog is decimating the Boston security, which isn't really hard to do because Boston is soft, am I right? Wardlow fights his way to ringside, but Dean rolls up spears from behind and he gets the 3 count. Shawn Dean now has wins over both MJF and Shawn Spears. Tremendous. Winner, Shawn Dean. Tony Schiavone is in the back with the best friends and Wheeler Yuta, who is the new Raw Pure champion. Chucky T says he loves Yuta and they live together. Chuck bought him those tights? Trent, I don't love him, I think you're a scumbag and a traitor. Yikes. Best friends no more, methinks. Earlier tonight, Lax jumped the JAS in the back and Eddie Kingston threw a large screen TV at them, and I'm all for that. Hager drove the getaway car and Eddie Kingston is wearing a Kenny Powers jersey. I love Eddie Kingston. Kingston, Santana, and Ortiz make their way to the ring. Jericho is a coward. It's on site, says Eddie. You can be with your wife and your kids, it doesn't matter. Garcia, Big Daddy, whatever your names are, Eddie knows where you live. It's on site. Crowd is fired up for this. The Jericho Bitch Society strikes again, says Santana. Scrubs. This is what we do. Santana says next week, 6-man tag. New Orleans, let's go. Eddie says it's on next week, Junkyard Dog and Butch Reed style. Tony Schiavone is here with Jade Cargill and Smart Mark Sterling, but first and foremost. Tony, cut the. Gets me every week. I don't know who the baddies are, but cameraman better do his damn job. Mark Sterling says it was difficult to find good-looking people in Boston, and he's got a point. Marina Shafir is not allowed in the baddies section. Jade is tired of all these MMA losers coming into pro wrestling. She's got another point here. Shafir is the problem. Jade is the problem solver. Match number 4. Tables match, The Butcher and the Blade vs. The Hardy Boys. Before we get started, I'd like to let it be known that both myself and Butch are wearing a Converge shirt. Locust Rain. Anyway. Crowd is bananas for the Hardys and BNB meet them on the rampway. This is going to be a cluster. Rules are simple, you have to be put through the table with an offensive maneuver. Blade misses a spear early and eats table, but it was not an offensive move. No dice. Butcher setting up a table in the middle of the ring and looking to put Jeff through with a German suplex. Matt makes the save for Jeff and the Hardys hit a double DDT on Butcher. Matt lays Butch on a table and Jeff Hardy is up top, but Blade seemingly takes forever to push Jeff off. That looks strangle. Fisherman's neck breaker by Blade. Butch picks up Jeff in a suplex and Blade comes off the top, putting Jeff through the table. Jeff is eliminated. We're headed to a commercial. We're back, and Matt and Butch are in the center of the ring. Matt lays into Butch with a steel chair and sets him up on the table, diving leg drop from the top rope. We're down to Blade and Matt Hardy. Matt goes over the top rope through a table, but it was not an offensive move, so we continue. Butcher and Blade are double teaming Matt on the outside and set up a table by the guardrail. Both men stand on the guardrail and superplex Matt, who lands hard on the ground, but the table is gone. Jeff pulled the table away and that was a brutal landing. Jeff is on the offensive and hits a twist of fate on Blade and Matt hits one on Butch. Uh-oh, here's a table. And it's a big one. The ladder is legit about 5 feet higher than the ring post is, and it's set up on the outside. Matt lays Blade on 2 tables side by side, and Jeff goes to the top rung. It's not steady. Gah. Jeff with a diving swanton off the top, and the landing was as perfect as you could have hoped for in that situation. Winners, the Hardy Boys. Andrade family office is here, and man does Andrade look like a superstar. Hardys are outnumbered. But it's Stieg and a bat. Andrade is fresh off of his victory over Darby from last week. Sting has taken out the entire AFO as Andrade puts the bunny in front, and Sting is a crazy guy, but he's not that crazy. Christian Cage is in the back with Jurassic Express, but he throws his water bottle and storms off. Young Liboi says even though Dragon don't have the record to challenge for the title, Jurassic Express is going to challenge them. Next week, Dragon vs Jurassic Express for the AEW World Tag Team titles. Match 5. Owen Hart Foundation Tournament Qualifying Match, Hikaru Shida vs Julia Hart. Hart is still showing the effects from the Malachi Black misting and she savagely attacks Shida early. Hart has no time for the Varsity Blondes as she sends them to the back. Running cartwheel clothesline in the corner by Hart. Hart tries it again, but Shida catches her and places her on the top rope, running knee strike. On the outside, Shida sets up a chair to springboard off of and deliver a dropkick. Hart with a reversal on the inside and a takeover followed by a kick to the back. Mounted punches by Hart and it sure seems like she's joined the dark side. Both women are exchanging forearms in the middle of the ring and Shida gets the better of it, beating Hart to the ground. Irish whip to the corner followed by a running knee strike and a vertical suplex. Hart rolls to the outside by Shida, grabs her and delivers a deadlift superplex from the middle rope. Shida looking for the finish as she picks Hart up in a dominator position, but Hart goes right for the eyes. Hart blocks the referee's vision and grabs a headlock, followed by a running bulldog. Shida kicks out at 2. Hart goes up top and looks for Twisted Bliss but misses. Shida with a 720 kick that doesn't land like she wanted, so she picks up Hart and hits the Falcon Arrow for the pin. The right woman got the win here, and while Hart has gotten better, she's still got some work to do. However, the only way to get better is to get in the reps, so I've no issue with it. Winner, Hikaru Shida. Serena Deeb is here and she tries to catch Shida from behind, but Shida is ready. Shida with a kendo stick and Deeb with a chair, both women think better of it. Swerve is in the back with Marve as he recounts his week at the Grammys and on Rampage. Swerve isn't happy with Team Taz, but there's some stuff he's got to do, so please excuse him. On cue, Team Taz is here to jump Swerve but Keith Lee makes the save and puts Starks through the wall. Match number 6. Ring of Honor and World Tag Team Titles, FTR, C, vs. The Young Bucks. Bobby Cruz announcing, cool. Crowd is ultra hot for this. Cash and Matt to start as we exchange some shoves. Side headlock and quick tags back and forth. FTR are covered in KT tape as per. It's been a busy few days for these guys. Dax in with Nick as Dax works over the arm. Nick throws his headband at Dax who takes it, stuff it down his trunks, and throws it in the face of Matt. Bog scoop slam by Dax and we're trading arm drags. Crowd going nuts for a straight arm bar, that's a good sign. Nick rolls out and both Bucks roll in and we've got 4 guys in the center. Referee gets control for a moment but then it all breaks down. Bucks with a double hip toss followed by a drop kick on Dax. Cash with a double lariat that lays out both of the Bucks. Cash now in legally and he locks in a sharpshooter on Matt Jackson. Nick comes in looking for a super kick, but Cash ducks, and Dax locks Nick in a sharpshooter. Bucks get free and toss Dax to the outside. Combination buckle bomb and enziguri followed by a cannonball and drop kick from the outside. Bucks are now firmly in control. Russian leg sweep by Matt. Bret Hart-esque elbow drop from the second rope by Matt who then hit the signature Hitman taunt. Jawbreaker by Nick on Cash and they've cut the ring in half. Back body drop but Matt prevents the tag and delivers some mounted punches. Nick is back in with a front chancery but Cash dumps both Bucks to the outside. Cash gets free and goes to make the tag but Nick drop kicks him on the outside at the perfect time to knock him off the apron. Nick accidentally kicks Matt in the face and Cash catches Nick in midair with a European uppercut, and gets the tag to Dax. Crowd is on fire. Rock and Roll Express style. Dax clears the ring and delivers fists and suplexes to everyone. Inside cradle to Matt gets a 2 count. Both men traded pinning combinations and Dax makes Matt duck down, right into a pile driver. Long 2 count. This is great stuff. Dax sets Matt up on the top but Nick makes the save. Cash delivers a back suplex on the apron and Dax crotches Matt. Back up top, FTR look for the powerplex, but Nick intercepts Cash with a Hurricane Rana. Rising knee strike by Nick to Cash in the corner followed by a bulldog into a dropkick. Nick to the outside and Dax hits a brainbuster on the floor. Matt turns around and Cash hits the Nashigami. FTR looking for the big rig but no. Referee is turned, low blow to Cash followed by the big rig. 1, 2, no. Cash is out. More bang for your back to Cash and that's no. Not it. Nick looks to grab the road title and hit Cash but Dax is here, but Nick frees himself and tags Cash. 1, 2. Save by Dax. Double super kick to Dax and the Bucks have Cash all alone. BTE trigger. 1, 2, 3. Bell rings, but no. Cash's foot was on the rope. The match continues. Bucks looking for the Meltzer driver but Dax catches Nick in midair, springboard powerbomb as Cash hits the tombstone to Matt. FTR are in the ring, wrist control. BTE trigger to Matt. Double smooch. Big rig. That's it. FTR are still your champions in a match of the year contender. I'm such a fan of tag team wrestling and the importance that AEW has placed back on it has been great to see. Winners, FTR.